We are live with the Goblin-Orc Nation Liberation Session 13. Do you guys remember what you did last time?
I don't remember anything. I got real drunk.
I remember everything because I haven't slept.
Yeah, you're all about that.
True.
We did the ceremony for the fertility with the Jinn people, and we got these really cool robes. One of us was able to participate, so Dot participated, but something happened, and instead of a delicious meal, she got ashes, but she also didn't want to cause any problems or make them, I don't know, think that she was bad, or I don't know. She just basically ate the ashes anyway, because she was just like, okay, well,
this is awkward. I guess I'll.
Yeah, just, act like you belong. It's fine. And so somehow they didn't, I guess, they were engrossed in their meal, so they didn't even notice. But basically it was a success, and they warned Dot, oh, you're going to be tired for the next couple of days. Well, for Dot, it was like, nah, she was wired the next couple of days. She got to even learn a spell that, she shouldn't have been able to learn yet, and, it was pretty, cool. Dot's like, oh yeah, this is awesome, and, Katara's like, is it awesome though? But anyway, also last session, we ran into an Aasimar of Tinsel, and she's all like, you've killed enough of our people that now we want you to join us, and, basically we will pillage everything together. And we're like, oh, give us some time to think about it. And then we went and snitched. And so we were kind of leaving off where it's kind of setting things up. Oz was very furious at her, and basically, they're set to maybe have like a 1v1 type fight. They almost got into it there at the bar, and she was just like, she'll give us till the following day, and if we say no, she's going to fight Oz, because he insulted her. And so we went to Jan and got our payment, and then we went to Mary and told them about what was going on, about Guinevere, and we were going to do a sending to Ronald to warn him, because we don't know when they're going to attack or anything like that, but they're basically talking about attacking all of the cities. And so that's kind of where we left off.
Very good. So you guys are supposed to let Guinevere know your decision tomorrow, I guess? And
yep.
So today you're doing things, you've already told people some things. What else did you want to do
We have to talk to Ronald about the assignment.
Right, you were about to do a sending, and that's where we ended, I think, because you guys wanted to figure out what you wanted to send him. So what do you want to send to Ronald? You got 25 words. Well, I guess if you need multiple, you can do multiple sendings, but probably can only do 2 a day. Who can do it?
You're muted.
Fine. Guinevere, Tinsel, Aasimar said giants will attack all cities. She fight Oz tomorrow. What do?
It's pretty good. Is that the message?
We have some more words left.
Dear Ronald, I hope you are well.
Okay, I'm not adding that.
Yeah, I mean, maybe add some words in between that, like met Guinevere, Aasimar, follower of Tinsel. Make it like a telegram, more so than a Or a text message, even.
This is... Okay, we're at 19 words. Met Guinevere, Aasimar, follower of Tinsel. She said giants will attack all cities. She fights Oz tomorrow. What do?
Maybe, prepared defenses of Rachel?
Prepare Rachel defenses. Tell us what to do. Let's see where that puts us. 25 on the nose. I'll put it in the chat so people can review and edit if they would like.
I mean, I thought it sounded good.
I think so.
Okay, well there it is for you, John.
Merci.
Is that how you spell Aasimar? I suppose I could have looked it up.
Just double A, one S, and then it's right. Same thing though. So met Guinevere,
Even Google
Tinsel.
knew that. Oops.
She said giants will attack all cities. Prepare Rachel defenses. She fights Oz tomorrow. Tell us what to do. Well,
She puts
luckily,
the ass in Aasimar.
luckily I can be lazy, and we have the past Ronald here. What does Ronald want to say back to that?
Oh, I was afraid you were gonna put this on me, you son of a bitch.
Well,
I mean, that's totally.
No, it's-
legit.
I'm putting on the tell us what to do on you. Everything else, you obviously don't know what Ronald would know. So essentially, you guys will get back that Ronald will let the council be aware of this. Cities will fortify themselves. But I'll leave his advice on what to do up to you.
That is the right answer, John. I approve.
I need just a little bit more info from there.
Sure.
Is there any outstanding stuff that isn't already on which map? You have it on the main map, right?
There is indeed outstanding things.
Yeah.
I can bring you guys to things that you don't know of yet. You're supposed to go back and talk to him so he can tell you about them, but there are indeed... Ronald has basically found...
Yeah, I still didn't go to the right map. Hold on. You've got multiple world maps, John.
Yes.
It's weird that I was opening up the other world map at the exact same time you did the trigger over, so it didn't send me to that map. It's an interesting bug to know about.
Scene?
I'm here now.
Okay.
Yeah, it showed it at least on the top bar.
Okay.
Okay, so we had the... thought you'd put more threats on the map. Am I missing something?
They're not revealed yet because you guys haven't talked to him yet, so you don't know about them.
Okay. Got it. I thought you'd put them on the map already. Sorry.
But Ronald would know. I mean, I can tell you now if you want to know, but there are 2 more sets of types of giants that he needs you to take care of. And they should lead you to, like, a lot of the source of what's going on once you deal with them.
Okay. Then Ronald would also add, if you can forsake the stone giant, then there are 2 others we'll talk of once you're secure that you should deal with. Get back here as soon as you can when you deal with whatever problems you have remaining.
Wait, so does that mean we're supposed to get back to Rachel, not deal with any other giants?
The message has to get back to the other giants first. And if I chop this bitch down, there ain't no message getting back.
I'm just trying to confirm.
I guess so.
Yeah, so Ronald would rather you come back.
And not fight Oz.
No. Oz,
Or,
no, he's
whatever.
not saying don't fight that person. He said finish whatever you have going on there.
But don't fight giants.
Correct. If you've done what you're supposed to for Yuno, then come back. Is the essential gist of it.
And what does the party think about that? You guys want to listen to your dwarven friend?
What does he know?
What is your suggestion? Also, he knows things. That's why he's a leader, and we ask him for advice.
No, you're the leader.
Okay, well, he's my leader. I think we should do what he suggests. But we have to figure out how to approach the fight with Guinevere.
Well, I mean, I guess, John, I might need a knowledge religion to know this, but
Sure,
so if he's supposed to have like a one-on-one fight with Tinsel, would it be considered not part of the rules for me to give like extracts and stuff to help him?
I need to be able to fly, because that's how that is the biggest way I'm gonna lose this fight.
That's like gray area territory. I don't think there's a check that would tell you the answer to that.
Okay. I don't think that
It's
you
not
know,
like
God-
obvious, like, oh, Tensel's gonna be pissed that you gave him like help. But at the end of the day, it's he is or she's using her resources, her friends, her whatever accumulation of everything that they've done to fight this person, and they're fighting them alone. So, but there's another perspective where it's like, well, you're getting help from other people. Maybe she took it where she's not getting any help from anyone, and it's just her, but she has natural advantages. She can fly. I don't know. It's like a gray territory. You think about these things, and you're pretty sure it's not like, oh, Tensel's gonna smite him instantly if he drinks your extracts. That'd probably be very. You never heard of anything like that happening.
Okay. The thing is, Dot's not like overtly religious to one deity. Like, she respects the gods for sure, but she doesn't like really, I mean, maybe Arfin, because she did do a lot of shopkeeping stuff in her past. But what were you gonna say?
Not just
Whitney?
because he... Oh. Oh, I am unmuted. No, I was just doing the arf arf.
Oh.
God.
Wait, so you were saying you need to fly, Oz?
I think it's gonna be important. She has wings.
I thought we had a potion of fly, but I don't see one.
I don't think we did.
Well, you can buy one, or
Yeah.
I'm double checking to make sure, rules wise, it is a thing that can be made into a potion. I always forget the stupid requirement.
it definitely
Must
can
be third or level. I know that. Casting time less than 1 minute. Must target one worker. Oh yeah, it just has to have a target. It's that it can't have personal in its description. That's what it was. So yeah, potion of fly is no big deal for me. That's a move action to drink, and then I'll be on this bitch like stink on rice.
Jesus.
I do also have heroism that I can give you.
Yeah, my only concern is I have to like drink the heroism with like expert timing. That's the part of heroism I don't like. Because
Yeah.
otherwise, all I'm going to be doing is chugging potions of cure during the fight. While this bitch touches herself semi-erotically to keep herself feeling good, if you know what I mean.
I don't.
Oh, that's good, because I was using a whole lot of euphemisms there, and you weren't supposed to know entirely what I meant.
Okay, well, good job.
Thank you. I'm proud.
Yeah, I think Dot would just kind of maybe go over the things that she can do to help Oz. Of course, there's the Get Big potion.
Yeah.
True
Get Big is going to be huge, quite literally.
So great. There is Blur.
Yep. Blur is going to be pretty good as well.
I don't know if you want aid, but I do have aid.
Isn't again? It's all about duration. Let me look at. Let me double check heroism.
Okay.
And then I'll look at aid because I thought aid and heroism are basically the same. Okay, so heroism is 10 minutes per level, so that's a little easier to prep for. We know about when she's going to be there. And then aid is 1 minute per level. I feel like aid is a little bit hard to figure out, but heroism actually might be a good idea.
Okay.
So let me make that into a potion form real quick. And you're going to do these as extracts, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay. Do you have fly?
I don't. It's a 3rd level spell, and I'm not supposed to know those yet. But
That's fine. I will just pick up a potion of it. That is no big deal.
I could also just see about talking to my alchemist friend and see if they know it.
Yeah, they would be. Well, I don't care if we just buy it. Like, I just need to have it. Even just a single minute at low caster level is fine. But or whatever minimum caster level is. I don't think it's a single minute, but.
And what about utilizing the Djin's aid? Are you planning on doing what they suggested, or I can remind you.
Wait, I don't remember the Djin's aid thing. Sorry.
Yeah,
no worries, I can
they were
remind you.
saying basically they were going to have things set up to where we were going to go to like an abandoned arena, and they were going to set things up to where when she's weakened, they would basically capture her. They want to try and do it alive,
yeah,
so
that's
they can question her, but
that's fine by me as long as we talked about this, I think, last time, John, right? If they don't know, they're not punished, right? If other people don't know, they don't get punished
you asked
for it.
about this. Yeah, so they don't know about the deal, so they're not going to get punished about it. And you told them that you had a safe word that you'll say.
Yes.
Which is like you'll
I
surrender.
concede.
Yeah, that you're surrendering, which is something Oz would never do, kind of thing. So then they know that's when you're like calling for aid. But I think in character you told everyone you weren't even planning on surrendering and you were planning on fighting to the death anyway, or something.
Yeah.
I don't
if
remember.
I go down, then they'll still swarm either way. So,
exactly. Right.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure I remember that correctly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because I think at this point, Oz fully believes in the power of the gods and is not going to forsake this in a way that could get her cursed for life.
Yeah, no. But yeah, they do indicate where that. So she's planning on meeting you guys back at that tavern to hear your decision. So then when you meet her, I guess the plan is to tell her, fine, we'll fight over here. And then you have to lead her over there, essentially. Which I've marked on the map here in case anyone wasn't looking.
Before we do all this, I would like to try to pull Gamax aside. I have an idea. You went and saw the gnome, right? This is gonna be a big payoff event for him if you can get him there. Maybe you can get some money. Let him know there's gonna be a big fight going down.
You want
Maybe
spectators?
It would be great.
I'll see what I can do.
These people seem like they want to fight. Might as well give them something to watch, right?
Yeah? I'll be cheering from the stands too.
I just hope I'm gonna be alive.
You better be.
Yeah, I'll go back to the rest of the party.
Yeah, so you guys still have some time today. I guess someone's looking for a potion of fly, and someone's going to go talk to a gnome fighter ring guy. Anything else you guys want to do? before we cut to those things? You can think about it, I guess. Let's just go with Gamex. You can, or tell me what you do. You're gonna go to the arena, or the underground area, or where are you gonna go?
Yeah, I'm gonna head over there.
Alrighty. You head on over. You do the secret knock, the secret passphrase, and you exchange pleasantries, and you're brought inside, and you can let people know you wanted to speak to that gnome fella, and you'll see him. He'll see you, and he says, "Ah, old Fisty McFistface, here for another round?"
Not quite.
Well, what can I do for you?
I thought you might be interested in knowing there's a pretty big event coming.
Big event, eh?
Yeah, one of my party members is gonna take on an Asimar in the old arena.
Whoa!
It'll
That's
be
interesting.
quite a show.
Does your friend know that fighting's illegal?
I would hope so at this point. But...
So, how well? What are you trying to say? I can make some money off this and get people there to watch it, but it's illegal. It'll be shut down within a minutes.
Not exactly.
He raises an eyebrow. What do you mean?
They need it to happen
Your friend has permission from the city to fight someone?
We did essentially get permission, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're literally setting up the arena.
Yeah, it's a special case. So it's a once in a lifetime
Makes a
event.
sense motive. He squints his eyes at you. You're not pulling my chain, are you? Wasting my time? Is this revenge
Why?
for you getting knocked out?
No.
Why would the city allow this one fight? Why? Who's this Asimar?
A follower of Tencel and someone in league with the Giants.
Guinevere.
Hey, with giants. Oh.
That's sort of why we gotta fight her.
Well, what's your game in all this? Why are you telling me this?
I mean,
You want to
your
cut?
people seem.
You want to cut of the sales? Is that what you're after?
I mean, I am, coming to you with this first.
I appreciate it if it ends up being true. Sounds too good to be true. Alright. I could probably sell tickets to this thing. When's this happening?
Tomorrow. At noon.
High noon.
High noon. Shoots me through a wall.
It'll be noon tomorrow.
Tomorrow? That doesn't give me much time.
Yeah, it doesn't give us much time either. But
You got 200 platinum?
on me or just in general?
In general. If you give me 200 platinum, I'll give you 30% of all this tickets I sell. But I need the money up front to get the word out.
What's your character's intel? There's something that I think you would think of. Yeah, you probably have enough.
12.
You would recommend a middleman. I think in this case, if there's no way you want to just let this man take 200 platinum from you, but there are people who probably work in the city around this kind of business. Just a thought I think your character would have.
I don't know what that means in terms of what I should do.
Oh, you would just suggest it. You would say like, I don't have a problem. Something along the lines of like, you don't have a problem securing the money. You just don't want to just hand it all over to him. Can we agree on a neutral middleman to handle the arrangement?
The money I've got, but I'd like it if we went through a middleman. Made sure
We ain't got time for that. You listen, you can just pay the wizard directly if you want. That's what it's for.
The wizard?
Yeah, how do you think you're gonna get the word out in less than a day?
Oh.
Squirrels, of course.
Listen, you
I
pay
have a
the
feeling it's
wizard.
a little more powerful than that.
You pay the wizard. Tell him I sent you, and he'll know what it's for. Does that sound agreeable? 30% on all ticket sales are yours. He extends his gnomish hand. Deal. He shakes your hand. Alright, hop to it. Wizard is over here as you pull out your map that I keep remembering that you actually have a map, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
Wizard lives over here. And you'll circle it on your map. And I'll put it in, what's a wizardy color?
Purple.
Yeah, purple.
That's also the color you have to worry about having though if you're being chased by the Grapist. So just keep that in mind.
What?
Am I supposed to see anything on the screen?
Yeah, it's supposed
Yeah,
to
there's
be
now
the
a
map.
purple circle.
It's pink.
I mean, the
Oh, I
actual...
can't even see the
Close
map.
enough.
It's
Yeah.
magenta.
Okay, let me reload.
Okay. Yeah, so right there. I'll add text to it. So we remember.
How many cures are you gonna have up for tomorrow, Jess?
I can do as many as you want.
So excluding heroism and excluding enlarge, how many cure moderates can you give me?
Okay.
So that means you're using 2 of the slots.
Right.
Oh, and
Well,
heroes and enlarge.
So enlarge is a first level. So.
Oh,
and-
okay. I don't know why I
and-
always think it's second level.
Yeah, and heroism is third, so I actually can do 4 second level spells, but I thought you also wanted blur.
Oh yeah, blur is the other one. That's
Okay,
it.
so
Yeah.
then I can do 3 cure moderate.
Okay. I'm just making sure I have the right number on my sheet. That's all.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Okay. Wait, so what you have is a potion of heroism, not an extract of heroism?
No, it's an extract. So my nighttime study,
Mhm.
the first night I was able to learn a 3rd level spell, which I shouldn't have been able to learn, but it's like, some
Okay.
kind of blessing of Ariel, maybe.
Got it.
Yeah, if there's nothing else you want to tell this guy, you have a map to a wizard apparently that will do this for you.
She's got to get money from me first.
Yeah. We'll have to go find the party. Oh, wait.
Before you leave, he says, "Wait, do you remember my name?" I told you have to tell him my name.
What's
think we ever
your
got his
name
name.
again?
My friends called me Henry. It's a unique
That's
name,
not
I
a
know.
fake name at all.
Does this wizard also call you Henry?
Yes, of course. I wouldn't give you a name that they wouldn't know me by.
Alright. Thank you, Henry.
All right, good luck. Oh, and you
Henry.
don't dilly-dally with this. You need to do this, like, right now.
like yesterday.
Good luck.
I want
Yeah. If you want to make more money on sales, the quicker you do this, the more people will hear about it, the longer they have to scrounge up the money. Alright, I'll start getting tickets made. It's like motions to you. Go, go!
it. Okay, I'm moving.
Yeah, you roll up your map and you can head out of here. You can find the party quite easily, and I can get rid of this gross music. Party can be just regrouping back in the tavern or something, and you can find them. You gotta ask for some moolah.
You know, I'll pull Oz off to the side.
What? What happened?
We need to give some money to a wizard, that way it can get out the message on the tickets.
How much?
Almost 200 platinum.
That's a lot. How much has he given you?
30% of the cuts for the ticket sales.
Okay, hold on. Dot, I have a question,
Okay.
but I feel a little embarrassed to talk about it. Can we talk about it over here?
Talk about it with
Sure.
me. No, I'm coming over here.
No,
What are
it's
you
got to
ridiculous
do
about?
with something that's for you. I don't want to ruin the surprise.
It's a dumb question about something that's for me.
Yes. I need to make sure
Don't
it's the
talk
right
to her about
value.
sex, right?
I need to make sure I'm not spending too much.
On what? I don't need.
I can't
anything.
tell you. It's a surprise.
You should not be buying me anything right now. There's
I
no
should.
need to
I have
it.
money. I made a lot of money, remember?
No.
Yes.
Mm-mm.
Dot, come on.
I'm gonna come over.
No, what are you doing?
You're being weird about this. I'm not having it.
Can't write, so I can't give you a written message.
Is this about that little problem we were talking about?
What?
You know, you're wanting
Oh,
to
yes,
perform better.
Yes.
She performs great. No need to.
No, there's a thing that could be better.
What
Remember?
is it?
I don't want to talk about it with you.
I'm the person of anyone you should talk about it with.
She doesn't fully understand. So I can tell her. She's a goblin. They don't get it.
Ouch.
The other few
Whatever.
goblins in
I'm
the
gonna
tavern
leave you
look
alone
over.
being a weirdo.
Okay. I need to know. If a whole group of people were going to be betting on me fighting this thing, how much would that be worth?
Dot thinks about that for a moment.
Yeah, it's a good check. There's a lot of variables. Price of tickets, how many people can you get to attend, the supply and demand, what price point of ticket will get the most people, etc., etc. But that's a good check. So in general, you thought you can remember some, like, because they had an arena here where they used to do this, so that you can think about when they used to do this commonplace. How much tickets were there? Average attendance. How much did it work out to be? And I'm gonna do some math real quick. There's also the factor in that this is usually illegal, so maybe there's some premium on a ticket like this to see something like this.
Yeah, I imagine so, because people have to pay for the extra magic precautions and stuff like that.
Yeah, you would imagine that, with considering I'll give you a range. You could think it'd probably be worth at least 500 to 1,000 gold. Like, that's like the range that you can expect from something like this. But this is kind of a unique scenario. Official fighting has been illegal for some manner of years here. This is the first fight in so long. Maybe it's on the upper range of that. Maybe 1,500, 2,000 gold.
Wait, that's what they would. That's like a per ticket thing, or that's how much overall they think they can make.
Yeah, Dot is using her like best estimate about a gold a ticket. The arena you guys have well, with that in check, you vaguely have heard about it. It can seat about 500 people, so if it gets packed, 500 gold. But if they charge more than a gold ticket, times 500 if they fill it out. So,
Yeah, the problem is that we just don't. That doesn't make us. That doesn't lead to us making money.
No.
But I don't necessarily think that Oz can put that together. So Oz will say thank you to Dot, and then we'll walk back over to Gamex and give her the 200 platinum.
Before Oz walks away, Dot will say, "You better, have a really nice gift or something for Katara, because she's very suspicious of whatever it is you're doing."
Trust me. I either will or I won't be here.
I will give Oz a flask of something in case Katara is watching. It's just an extract of cure light wounds, but
just for the show of it.
Yeah.
All right, I removed the 200 platinum from my sheet as well, John.
Okay. All right. Gamex, you got your 200 platinum. You heading to the wizard?
Yeah.
Do you tell everyone that, like, hey, I'm gonna go do something, or does everyone care, or like, what is everyone else doing while this is happening? You guys.
So did we see Gamex even come back?
Yeah, Gamex came back, took Oz aside, said something to them, and then Oz came back, said, "Oh, I need to talk to whatever." Yeah, that was the chain of events.
I don't know necessarily that Dot cares. I mean, she knows something's up, obviously, and it's obviously something that Katara won't be happy with. I think that she's smart enough to put two and two together and figure, the one thing that's been a major source of contention has been underground fighting, and now we're going to go do a legal fight tomorrow, and they're asking me about money for
fights.
people. Yeah, so it's like, okay, I'm not going to ask any more questions so that I can just be like, I don't know. I was dealing in hypotheticals. In fact, Dot probably would feel a little awkward about just going back to the table with Katara after all of that, because of how big of a thing it came. So she probably would say something like, "I'm gonna go see my alchemist friend," and just bye.
All right, Oz and Katara left at the table while Gamex and Dot leave to go do their things. Any prep or evening before battle talks Katara and Oz have before we go to the other people?
What do you think my chances are? You think I gonna die?
I hope not. I don't really have a great sense of this person's power, though.
Neither do I.
Seems risky.
Do you
What's
think
your
I do
plan?
bad, dumb thing?
I think that you did the best that you could.
I don't like this. I don't want any more giants. Giants seem stupid. Human is bad, but human not so bad all need to die. Some do. Some should just be killed right now. I would kill human if I could, some of them, but not all. All seems too much.
It is too much. I think Dada's doing the best she can to prepare you, and I think you need to believe in yourself, and you'll be able to handle it.
Well,
Now,
what if
where's
I
my
die?
present? Oh, that's an awkward and passing of questions.
You keep going, right? You no stop just because I die, right?
Don't I?
We still should talk. Is
We're
important.
not talking about what happens if you die.
Is important. You must
If
keep
you die,
up
we'll bring
fight.
you back.
You may not be able to. I think Tens will take me if I
No,
die.
I don't think so.
I think so. What if that happened? You keep up fight?
I'll let Tinsel take me too.
No, you not get take by Tensel. You gotta stop Tensel. Don't make me die for no reason if I die.
I'm not gonna sacrifice myself to Tinsel.
You keep up fight.
What else would I do?
You kill them all. You then kill every giant. You become Queen Giant Slayer.
I don't know about that. That sounds a little much.
You could do it. You build reverse army. You build army of goblins and orcs to kill all the giants. There are no more giants unless they're willing to accept that this bad idea, that Tensel bad god.
This is really depressing table talk. I thought I was getting a present.
It's not here yet. Max have to put in order.
Why is Max getting it for you?
Separation. I hear once somebody say you gotta keep the people, you gotta keep your advisors separate from their money.
Where did you hear that?
My old master used to talk about things like that all the time. He not have the same person selling be the same person carry money.
Okay. So this is like your death present to me, huh?
It might be.
Oh. Why do I deserve a present otherwise?
Cause you great. You have to put up with me. I'm very hard to put up with. You say all time.
You are challenging. That doesn't mean you're not worth it, though. You don't have to get me a present to be worth it.
I do.
No.
You like my present.
I don't know if I'll like your present. I don't
No,
know what
no,
it is.
you are like my present. You take me away
Oh
from
my God.
everything.
That's very corny.
Is it?
I think so.
Oh. I did hear somebody say that to other person before. They seemed like thought I would say you.
Ugh.
I do
What's
best to
gonna-
live. I try cut her down. I hope she not tricky.
What's gonna be your strategy?
Same as always. Stay close. Keep chopping.
I hope you get some good sleep tonight.
I gonna sleep very hard. Yeah, that's all I got.
All right. Did Dot actually have something you wanted to talk to Vort about, or?
Yeah, I think she would just go up to Vork for whatever. She's just, you know,
For
trying
whatever.
to give. Yeah.
Yeah, you can easily find his little hovel again. You do your little knock on the door. He's there. You hear some things being moved about. And the door opens and he says, "Oh, what are you doing here?"
Hey, I'm sorry to bother you so late, but I just had some questions. Do you mind if I come in?
Yeah, he sticks his head out past the door to look around you to make sure no one else is there, and says, "Sure, come in." And he'll back up and let you in, close the door quickly behind you. And he looks at you and says, "You weren't followed, were you?"
Not that I'm aware of.
Alright.
I do try to be pretty perceptive about all those things, so if someone was following me, then I'm sure to see that.
Hmm. Okay, what do you need?
Are you okay? Like,
Yeah,
is
couldn't be better.
nobody's threatening you?
Nope.
Okay. You let me know, because my group and I, we can help you if you need help.
Hmm. Good to know.
Okay. Well, first of all, do you happen to know, or are you able to make potions of fly?
Hmm. Let me check my formulae book. He flips through some pages. Ah, yes, I indeed can do that.
Is it possible I could buy one from you? I'm not quite advanced enough to know how to do it myself, but I have a companion who needs to know how to fly.
Hmm. Yeah, I can do that. Let's see, how much does he want to charge you for a potion of fly? Fair market value is 750 GP. So he'll look you up and down and say, yes, you've traded formulas and been friendly. I can give it to you for 500 gold.
That is very kind of you. I'll do that. And she'll hand over 500 gold.
Yeah, they'll start grabbing various components around the table that they have there and start brewing the potion. I believe this takes like an hour or two or something. But
Yeah.
Anything else you want to chat about while they're brewing some potion?
The other thing I wanted to ask is, do you know of any alchemical, like, aphrodisiacs or anything like that?
Let's see. What does this do? I don't know about many of them. Or, I guess, let me give my knowledge check. Yeah. I've heard some alchemists make a bunch, but I have a rare one that's hard to come by if you're interested in it.
Well, how much would it cost?
Well, it used to cost under 100 gold, but since it kind of goes to a lower whisper, I haven't seen any dragons in a while. It's a little more rare. I guess I don't even know what to value it as. Well, what's it for? Maybe it's for a good cause that I can feel comfortable.
I have a, so my companion that you're going to be making this fly potion for, this might be his last night alive. So I was going to get him, get her a aphrodisiac, to have for her girlfriend and her.
Well, as long as you promise you're not going to resell it and you're actually going to use it for something, I can give it to you for free.
That's
wow.
very generous. If you like, I can bring you the empty vial back to prove that.
No, I trust you.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Yeah, let me just add this to your sheet. It's called Draconic Perfume.
Draconic perfume, you said?
Mm-hmm. But I'm gonna try to get it for you.
Is it made from their ambergris?
I don't know. It's made from whatever you want it to be made from.
Can we get it from a black dragon? That way it's Draco Noir.
Yeah. That's pretty good, actually.
No, don't encourage him.
Here you go, Dot. You got some Draconic Perfume.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And you'll keep on brewing.
Yeah, I think Dot
Somebody's
would just
microwave just
observe.
finished.
That's my dryer.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
It's all good. Gamex, you find the wizard's location where they're supposed to be. It looks like an unassuming house. There's a regular door.
Lock on it.
Yeah, it'll immediately open, and before you is this monkey-looking person who kind of squints his eyes at you. He's like a normal human height that you've seen humans walking around, but basically just like a monkey human. And he has like fur that's like golden colored. And he's like, "What? What do you want? Huh? Who are you? How'd you find this house?"
Henry sent me.
For what? I told him I'm not going to fight. He wants to see a monkey in the ring? Or do you think he offered me a banana one time? The ignorant shit.
No. He's got a big show coming up that he'd like you to promote. I'm here to drop off payment for.
Emergency promotion. Very expensive. How much coin did you bring?
He told me to bring 200 platinum.
All right, come in. He'll let you come in. And in here you can see it's just an everyday kind of house. It's made of wood. There's just regular old things around. The big area you're in here is clearly some sort of like seating, or like what you would call like a family room. There's just like a bunch of one sofa, a bunch of chairs, a dining area a little bit off to the side. There are some stairs that go up, which is a bit odd because when you knocked on this door, it was a one-story house. But anyways, he asks you to sit down. He sits down and he kind of scratches his head a bit and he says, "All right, what's the event?"
Big strong orc's gonna fight an Asimar who follows Tencel in the old arena.
Kind of goes a little wide-eyed and kind of thinks for a moment and then says, "No wonder he offered such a high price. This is going to take multiple of these, not to alert the Djinn."
The Djinn already know.
The city knows about it.
The city knows about it?
They're going to allow this one exception.
What's so special about this? Why is the city allowing this?
It's connected to their whole giant problem.
What does an orc and an
Asimars.
Asimar have to do with giants?
The Asimar is like a messenger for them and like knows a bunch of stuff. So like,
You're planning on fighting and killing a messenger? Isn't that not good in wars?
I don't know what's good in wars.
Meh. What do I know? All right, give me the money.
John, I'm so mad I didn't realize that joke until now. I'm literally killing the messenger.
I assume you hand over the coin.
Yeah.
All right, you hand over the coin. He will go up the stairs and come back down a few minutes later with a scroll in hand, and he'll glare at you a bit and say, "You better let Henry know he's lucky I had one of these on hand, or else you would have to wait till tomorrow to." Wait, when is this thing? Did you tell me?
Tomorrow at noon.
Ah, yes, that makes sense. Why you're doing this?
Yeah.
Yeah, no time to memorize new spells. Alright, you might want to stand back a bit.
Oh, okay. We'll get far out of his way.
Yeah, he'll roll down the scroll and start to like clear his throat. and other party members across the city. Everyone else presumably will hear a short message up to 25 words as if this person was next to you. Basically, I'm not going to table the exact words, but essentially what is communicated, you guys hear this monkey-ish voice kind of echoing your ears about a fight and to see Henry for tickets.
Wait, they wouldn't limit this to only people who know about the underground fighting?
You can't limit the spell.
Oh,
You would
I
have to
thought
do-
this was the other version, the version that does have limitations, but I think that's like way higher in level,
Yeah,
right?
maybe. Well, that's why he was going to do multiple to pick certain races and then just not pick Dijin. But you said that they were cool with it, so he just announces that speak to Henry if you want tickets to the great sanctioned fight, once in a lifetime ordeal. And we'll end it there.
I have no idea what kind of like massive problem I've created suggesting this.
Question.
Yeah, so this after this message is heard, it was kind of weird because Gamix, you like it was almost like an echo, I guess. You like heard the monkey saying it, and then you also heard in your head like a slight like split second delay, so you heard it like a little bit twice. But after he finishes, the scroll kind of crumbles, and he kind of just like sighs as if he's expended some magical energies, and says, "Anything else you needed?"
I don't think so. I think that's all Henry sent me for.
Well, if you ever need anyone to cast spells for you, I charge a reasonable price.
I'll keep that in mind. Thanks.
Best of luck with your fight.
Best of luck with your wizarding.
He nods. Yeah, and you can leave. The door will close, and you can rejoin the party. Dot, you can rejoin after a few hours with your potion of fly and your perfume, and you guys are together once more. For anything you guys want to do before tomorrow, we can go to.
So I imagine that what I have is in like a little brown paper bag like
Sure.
they give you at the
Yeah.
pharmacy. So she'll just slide this over to Oz and she'll be like, this is what we were talking about, the potion of fly as well as that special thing for you and Katara. Just, apply it to yourself and you'll be A-okay.
Okay, good.
Blow off
Thank you.
steam. So how's everyone doing? How's things?
Oh, a little nervous about tomorrow, but it is what it is.
Did you hear any good news lately?
Their big word about fight.
Yeah, I did hear about that.
Yeah, and as you're talking about it, I'm assuming you're back in the tavern, but there is chatter like none other about this. You'll overhear people talking about like wanting to buy tickets. Where's this Henry guy? Who is this Henry guy? How do we find him? And some other people will be talking about like where to find Henry and stuff, that they've already bought their tickets and stuff. You'll just hear everyone's talking about this. That's all that people are talking about.
Oh, Henry.
And the centaur is kind of looking very cross, and you just hear him like when people were first talking about it, he's like, "What are you talking about? No fighting in here!" And everyone's like, "No, fight tomorrow!" And blah blah blah. And he's like, "What?" And he's like adamant that this is a prank that some wizard did, and it's a lie, and it's to trick people to getting arrested that are wanting to participate in a fight that's illegal. But yeah, there's just a bunch of people discussing this whole thing. But yeah, you guys can continue.
That's crazy. They spread word about fight.
Oh dear.
Dot will like down some whatever she's drinking, I guess, mead spear or whatever, and she'll say, "Attention, everyone! My friend Oz is going to win, so if you want to vote on a winner, vote for Oz."
Everyone like looks over to your table.
Are we voting on this? I'm confused.
I'm gonna stand up and hold my axe high.
The centaur kind of marches on over and says, "I thought I'd tell you no fighting."
We're
I not fight
fighting.
here.
We're hyping up the crowd.
He shakes his head and he says, "I told everyone. I'm telling you, it's a trick. You're gonna get arrested."
It not trick. I official fighter for town. This creature, this shiny face, come to town, say they gonna kill all the humans. I fight to stop humans all get killed. You want watch all human get killed, you have no job? Maybe half you get killed.
There's a few humans in the tavern that just like peek up when you say all humans are gonna die. What did that orc just say? We're all gonna die.
Not if the orc wins. Support the orc.
Our lives are dependent on that orc? Oh god! A bunch of people just like grab their things and start like rushing out.
That not true.
They're already like running out of the tavern, fearing for their lives apparently.
Oh well.
The centaur just looks confused and says, "Well, I guess as long as you're not fighting here, it's not my problem, but this is..."
No, no fight here. Unless you want fight.
No.
Okay. You think I fight good, though? You look at me, you tell me, you think I fight good?
He kind of grimaces. I don't know. If you're fighting that winged girl that was here. Gee, I've never seen such a creature before. How are you gonna... What if they fly up? How are you gonna fight them?
I don't fly catch. I can fly too.
Where are your wings?
They not wings. I gonna fly cause magic.
Oh, you can cast magic?
I can drink magic.
Ah, makes sense.
Dot sort of, starts talking about loudly Oz's greatest hits, like, yeah, he defeated that one giant in like 2 swings, and she's just kinda...
you'll be talking this up, and you'll start getting a crowd around your table just listening. And give me a diplomacy check. See how well you, or a perform check, whichever you want.
Okay, I'm not too good at this, but
well, as good as Dot can try to embellish or try to just tell the stories, how well you can captivate people, the words you use, things like that. Yeah, it's not bad. A bunch of people are still listening to your story, and there's these 2 orcs in the crowd that just kind of push their way through and say, "All right, you sell me. How much, you take bets?" "We bet on orc to win."
Talk to Gamix over there.
Gamix, how much? What are odds?
God, I have to think about this now, Graham.
I mean, would have to send him to Henry, I'm assuming.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
I was figuring that Gamix would have a way of like connecting them with Henry. That's why.
Well, he didn't say anything about taking bets, but you can send them to him if you want, or you can take this coin for yourself. If you want to be a bookie.
With that then. Oh gosh, what a time for a 1.
Yeah, I mean, it's a hard thing to come up with odds. Like, you set the odds if you're doing the bets, so you can give whatever odds you want. So if you want to give, like, Oz the fate, well, you're saying that they're pretty much guaranteed to win, so the odds would be with Oz. So if they win, it would be less money that you'd win, right? Because if you're saying that they're favored, unless you give them... You're, like, talking her up, and then you give her worse odds. I don't know how they'll take that, but... But you'd want that anyway, because you don't want to pay out more than you have to. So if you give her good odds, you pay out less if she wins. So yeah, you don't have to give me like an exact number. You can just say like good odds, bad odds, whatever, and I'll just give you like a
I would
number.
give Oz good odds.
Yeah, so you say that obviously the person you're talking about, you guys point to Oz over here, and you say that they're gonna win and stuff like that, so they have good odds in their favor, and they'll each of them will put 10 gold on Oz. So I don't know if you want to track this separately, but they've given you 20 gold, and supposedly if Oz wins, they're gonna come looking to collect some winnings. But if she loses, I guess they're gonna be looking for you for. Or you're going to have to look for them. Or no, they already give you the gold. So you don't have to find them. You just have for their gold.
Okay. I'm just putting on the regular currency since.
The sad part
whoever
is
wants to track
when they
it.
go looking and we're not there.
But yeah, after seeing these other two people put down money, a bunch of people will come up and start putting down money if you're willing to take it. So I can just give you a sum of the amount that people give you if you're willing to just take all this coin from people. As after the two put down their money and other people start to do it, though, they start looking and they say, "Aren't you going to write down our names so you know who you have to pay out if we win?"
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Dot pulls out a notepad.
All right, yeah, you can just start. Are you actually caring? Are you going to listen to like their names and start scribbling them down, or?
Yeah,
Okay.
I feel like that Dot, you know, again, she's respectful of the gods, particularly Arfin. She's not going to try and cheat people.
Sure. In total, you can write down 1,900 gold that you've gathered from this tavern as a bunch of people are walking in and hearing about this, and as they pass in, like, different amounts of people are putting down gold, and I'll just say you've written down everyone's name that you intend to pay out if Oz wins. But some people do bet on the Aasimar. What do you do in that case? Do you just still take their money?
Yeah, I mean, why not?
Sure. So yeah, so total 1,900 gold, but some of that is on the Aasimar and some of it's on Oz. Most of it's on
Okay.
Oz because you were talking Oz up and they believe you. Oz is right in front of them. Looks like a big warrior. So yeah, you have 1,900 gold now.
Yeah, be sure to watch tomorrow, because, you know, you never know. This is the only legal fight in how long in you know, I mean...
Yeah, people like are exchanging glances. Some people talking about that they already have tickets. If you don't have them, go get them. And yeah, you convince a bunch of people to go out and get some tickets. Anything else you guys want to talk about or do before we go to the next day? We'll take a break before we do that, though, but... Anything else you want to do before we take a break? Okay, so then we'll just go to the night before we go for a break. So you guys don't want to do anything before night. Before you guys head to bed, Henry will make an appearance, and he'll kind of look around and see Gamix, and he'll kind of walk up to you, Gamix, and say, "Hey, you, Fisty McFistface, can I speak to you?"
I'll get up and go over to him.
Yeah, he takes you off to the side, obviously, because he doesn't want to, like, just jabber about your business. He looks, so you guys go off to the side. And he says, "All right, we've been making some good sales. I've been taking some bets. Although I've been hearing that other people were taking some bets." He squints his eyes at the table back of the table. Says, "I didn't really tell you not to do that, but next time when you arrange a fight, you leave it to the booker."
I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, tell your friend. I'm sure you wouldn't make such a foolish mistake. But, you know, those bottle throwers, they don't care. Alright, are you looking to, who's the one who's fighting? Which orc is it?
Oz.
Mind if I speak to them?
I think that's more of a question you gotta ask Katara, but
Wait, who's Katara?
the other orc.
I gotta ask one orc to speak to the other orc?
Just go over and find out what I mean.
Oh wait, didn't I have trouble speaking to him before because of this guitar? Yeah, now I remember. All right. He'll walk on he'll walk on over to the table and look at Oz and look at guitar and look to guitar and say, "You mind letting her off the old ball?" Yeah, you mind letting her off the old ball and chain so I can talk to her before a big fight?
What do you need?
Are you her mom? Can I just talk to her privately for a few minutes?
No, I'm her manager. So
You're her
you can't.
manager?
Yeah.
Then why didn't I book through you?
Anyway, anything you want to say, you can say in front of me.
Yeah. He looks to Oz. Is this
It's
true?
there.
All right.
She boss.
All right, fine. Both of you come over here.
Okay.
Kind of bring you to a corner of the room. He'll look to you, Oz, or I guess to Katara as well, and say, "All right, you looking to make some extra money from this fight?"
Mm-hmm.
Depends.
Depends on what.
What is your offer?
Well, we got some last-minute big entries that can be made here. If you catch my drift, that want to be made on some guaranteed terms. How good of a fighter are you, Oz? Can you guarantee to bring her down in a certain amount of time?
I can't make any guarantee. I don't know how strong she is.
What if I can help you make it a guarantee?
You keep good secret?
The best secrets.
Fight going to be judged by
This
Tencel.
is going to be a fair fight. We are not cheating.
Fight gonna be judged by Tencel. Cheating might not happen anyway. I hear Tencel make fight fair when fights start. But maybe not. I don't know. But manager boss says no. So I do what she say.
You follow Tencel?
No. Tensel's bad.
Listen, I heard this chick's got wings. Some magic sword. Is that fair? You don't got wings.
I got ability to fly.
Yeah, but that's not natural. What do I'm just helping balance things out.
No, we're not cheating.
It's not cheating. It's making it fair.
What are you offering specifically?
He goes to a hushed tone. There's a poison I can have kick in at a certain time. Give you...
No.
What do you mean, no?
That is precisely unfair.
How's it not fair? You don't know what the poison does.
We have to buy the books.
What if she's, gained more experience than you over her life? What if she's gotten, 2 times more or something? How's that fair? This'll balance the field. Make it nice and fair.
You say it'll balance it, but if you don't know what her experience is, then Oz might already beat her handily.
Maybe I do.
Make it even more unfair.
Maybe I do, maybe
I don't know.
don't.
You're not telling me anything.
All right. I got some intel. I heard this chick's a badass. I heard she's got quite a bit that she can throw at you. And we got
What kind? Magic's most scary, I think, for me.
I don't know her exact. Yeah, he looks like he's telling the truth, at least. I mean, this check isn't a lie detector test, but you don't get any, obvious...
Tells.
Yeah, you don't get any obvious tells or anything that, leads you to believe anything weird is going... I mean, the whole situation's weird, but... he says, those clerics, they can ask for a whole bunch of spells. I don't know what she's going to ask for. But, aside from that, I've been doing some digging, and, a lot of the people, my contacts have been saying she's sure going to kill you. So, I got some big odds against you. So if you win, I get a lot of money.
Yeah,
but how is that fair? How is that... The God of War thinks it's fair? I think it's fair to send some epic titan down to crush a small little person? It's not fair.
Who you calling little? Look at her.
Figuratively.
She's very powerful. She just took down a fire giant.
Oh, maybe you're stronger than I know, but why put it to chance? And like you said, it might not even work if the god
Why
of
put
war
it
is...
to chance? Then why don't we just, like, go and assassinate her in the middle of the night?
Because then I don't get any money. She's got to lose in the fight.
Yeah, my concern is not about your profits.
Well, obviously, my profits become your profits. This is why I'm here.
This is not the point of this.
Well, he kind of hesitates for a moment. I think it is the point of this. How do you think that message got out there?
I mean, obviously it's a big deal for a sanctioned fight to be happening.
It is.
I assume people want to make money out of it.
I heard you guys been making a lot of dough, cashing in, killing those giants. You ain't doing it for fun.
I mean, somewhat for fun also.
Well, I'm sure.
It's fun, chop down giants. They fall real hard.
Yeah.
Sound cool.
I didn't say you couldn't have fun doing it, but I'm sure if there was no coin involved, you still might decide to do something else that's more fun. That gets you coin.
I mean, money good, yes. No argue.
You're going to be fighting her anyway. Might as well get paid for it.
I do things by the book here, Henry. You're not changing mind.
But why we not? Why we not just try?
Try to do things outside the bounds of what we agree.
You're
You're
not
not
doing
saying outside
anything.
bounds.
You're fighting all legit.
You
what
both
other people
can't
do
talk at once.
What other people do is not your fault.
You're suggesting that she could use poison.
No, no.
No. I think he suggests other people poison on way to
No.
place.
No.
No, I think you orcs got it all confused. No one said about other people poison. There just might be some poison. She might drink things. Who knows what will happen? I'm just saying if you want your cut or not.
We don't sign off on that.
Of course not. So what percent you want?
No.
This city is
Let me ask
Oh.
question. Okay, if you fix fight,
No. Who
Does
said that?
I'm sorry. If poison happened, you stand make more money, right?
If the Aasimar loses, I make a lot of money. Yeah, that's true.
And you pay out to all your partner in based on that total money too, right? Okay, I'm not worried. You do whatever you want to. You don't need cut. We don't need be direct part of. We don't need be part of. I mean,
Listen, this city's a dangerous city. There's the Jinn flying around everywhere. Who knows what an Aasimar is going to be having for dinner? Or who knows what's going to happen?
I have no part in this.
Of course not.
what? No part in what? I think I don't think he'd say. I think he'd say he not gonna do anything.
Yeah, I mean, I just as
So
an experienced fight coach, I would just say you should save all your strength for about a minute into the fight, and then after a minute, I think that's a good time to go all out. Wear her out, you know?
Oh yeah, that's right. She might run out of magic by then. Magic only lasts so long.
That's right. Any beneficial effects will probably be way done by then. Focus on defense, you know? You can take a total of it.
I don't want to fight on the fence.
No.
I grab Oz's arm and march her away from this conversation.
I guess bye.
Fight exactly how you were planning to fight. Don't
I'm
try
not going to
and...
change how I fight.
I hate all this bullshit.
I'm sorry.
Use the perfume. She'll forget about it.
Why don't we go on break, and when we come back, we can deal with the rest of this. we are back. And we have to deal with one more thing at night. So this is the third day, right, of your exuberance.
Yes.
Yeah, so this third night, you still got crazy energy. You can't fall asleep. You feel like you could do anything. What do you want to do to blow off some energy? If you can even do that.
I suppose that I would do some more spell studying, I guess.
Spell studying, eh?
I want to study that spell book.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Where's your character sheet? I got too many things open. There we go. Yeah, so you study that spellbook, trying to learn a new formulae or something, and it's like hard to concentrate. You're just so like not like ADD or whatever, the typical like stereotypical ADD where like you can't focus on, or you're just like constantly trying to flip between things and can't focus on one thing for one moment. When I look at your spells, yeah, it's not really a spell, so I guess it kind of is. Sure. Let me do it like this. So you're studying over this spell book, and you can't make sense of anything right now. You're just too erratic. And you open up your own formulae book and start jotting down some notes.
And then you're sucked into another dimension.
When you get a sense of inspiration, you just start jotting down this formulae, and I'm trying to get the details of it in. And what? There we go. I don't have all the details in there right now, but you jot down the formula to a 3rd level spell. It should be in your book right now. I'll fill it out properly, or if you tend to use it, I can just give you the details, but I don't want to waste time trying to like put it in exactly how it needs to work mechanically.
Okay.
But you're like jotting it down. When you're done, you just like have this new formulae. The title of it is Ariel's Potion of Extra Energy. As you're reading through what it does, it basically does what you have the ability to do. It gives you like this extra ability not to sleep or something, I guess. But you can make it as an extract and use it or give it to people.
Oh, very interesting.
Yeah, and there are components for it that you'll notice. If you click into it, I think you can see it, and you can choose to do with that information as you will. I'm not gonna like just say it if you don't want people to know. But yeah, there's a component for it. And you spend all night working it out. And yeah, you have access to this new 3rd level extract. And yeah, that takes you like most of the night, but the morning will come, and it's a brand new day. You're not tired at all. And
I think at this point, Dot's probably going to just like say a little prayer, like, of thanks, because
Mm.
she's taking this as a good thing, and maybe she's, received a blessing of some sort. So
Hell yeah. How could it not be a blessing to not need to sleep anymore and have infinite life and energy? Does Dot have any like theories or questions about this? Like, do you think like what's going through Dot's head? Do you think it's like this is just I don't have to sleep, or how long is this gonna last, or am I immortal now? Like, have you taken damage since this has happened? Like, would you instantly regenerate? Do you have regeneration abilities? Do you want to test that? I don't know. I just wonder like what kind of like theories or thoughts you have about your newfound power, or if you think it's gonna end soon. Or
see, I think Dot probably thinks it's going to end soon. Like, she figures, okay, maybe this was some sort of unintended thing from this feast that she ate that was ashes, and so she's just like, it's probably not going to last, but I'm thankful for it while it's happening, and hoping that it doesn't like put her out like at a inconvenient time, like, oh, the party needs her, she's asleep,
She's asleep for 5 days.
But yeah, you can join up with the party and everyone can talk about what your plans for the day are. You're supposed to meet, or Guinevere is supposed to be here to get your decision at some point today.
So, if this were your last meal ever, what would you want to eat, Oz?
Okay, let's not go down that road.
I think I not eat today. It will make me more angry.
Wouldn't it weaken
fair.
you?
No. People are weak if they get weak from being hungry. They should get stronger. They should get more enraged.
But eating is what helps you to build muscle and have the energy.
Hunger reminds me of the bad times. When I think of this person, I want to think only of the bad times. I drink. Drink will bring me strength.
That doesn't sound like a good plan.
Huh. You don't understand.
Clearly.
So, what do you want for your victory dinner then?
I don't know. Now think about. Often I just eat what I eat.
We should get you like a nice steak or something if you win.
Steak too simple. I have steak anytime.
Right, so what do you want then?
I don't know. This hard.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want Asimar steak?
Yes. I cook my enemy.
No. The point is, we're okay. We should get on the same page about this. The goal is to not kill her, right?
I mean, she can still be alive missing a leg.
If she dies, she die. It's not my fault.
Your goal is to hurt her, and then the Dijin will take her. You do not want to kill her, because then we cannot use her.
She can live without wings. Don't you want some Asimar wings? Spicy sauce on, some wings?
We also don't know if that would kill her. She might bleed out.
No, we cauterize it. I've got alchemical fire.
I do want us to be on the same page, though. You are trying to hurt her, but not kill her, right?
I am trying to make her unconscious.
But not kill her.
If she die, not my fault. I can't take chance. So I have hit hard. If she not strong, that her problem. Maybe she'd pray of Tencel better.
Okay, well, I guess there's nothing I can do here.
Yeah, Asimar wings. We'll call them Juno style wings. I'm sorry, Uno style wings. Make a spicy, tangy sauce to dip them in.
Yeah. You guys are hanging out when speak of the devil and she shall appear. The winged Asimar, Guinevere herself, struts into the tavern. Wings folded in so she can fit inside. Armor polished, shining.
Looking stunning, I bet.
Yeah, looking with purpose as she walks over directly to your table.
I stand again, axe ready.
She looks at all of you and says, I've come for your decision, however, I feel it is already made.
I have a question.
Yes?
Can I see your wings?
Why?
I just want to see what they look like all, unfurled.
Yeah, she'll kind of crack her, shoulders a bit, and then, they kind of flood out. They probably knock a beer off the table on somewhere. And then she kind of, stretches her arms, and they look massive. They kind of, cover, they have, a 10-foot wingspan. And she, kind of arches them up.
Impressive. How meaty are they?
She kind of rolls them back in. What is the meaning of your questions?
We have answer. You say you want fight when I say no. So we fight today.
We have arranged for the fight to take place at the old arena in town.
You've arranged? So you've had time to
yes,
prepare?
Yes, we will use that facility. We set a location. It's not like we're gonna fight in the tavern.
Yeah, think of the property values.
We will indeed fight then, if that is your answer. Lead me to this arena, so I may embarrass you.
We'll give her the directions to it. We do not need to lead her there. We will meet there at
go
an
together.
hour.
No, I think this fair. We go together. It honorable for two fighters to travel with each other.
I guess we're all going then.
Yeah. You guys can start walking towards the arena. It's about a 10 to 15 minute walk, and she lets you lead. She doesn't know where it is. And as you're walking, she'll just talk to you. You don't have to answer, I guess, but she'll just start speaking as you guys start to leave and you are walking. And she'll say, "May I ask why you've chosen such a foolish decision?" She just
Fight
says it to all
for
of you.
giants is fight against better. It fight for the same. Fighting for same, stupid.
I thought you were fighting to free slaves.
And you just kill human, make them slaves of Forno.
Not so much as what you do when you murder people. You make people slaves of Forno?
No.
Well, then why do our deaths become slaves?
Good question.
You guys are walking and talking, and she'll say, "We are not enslaving, we are freeing them. Forno's domain gives people the freedom that they never could have had in life. They are free of their worries, free of their pain, free of their wrongdoings.
And you take away choice from them, but you act like you better. Isn't taking away choice same as slave?
The only choice we take away is whether they get to live or not. Same choice you make when you swing your axe at your opponents. Which I assume you have no issue with.
When we fight our opponent, we tell them ahead time, we not fight you if you stand down.
You told that to the fire giant?
Yeah.
You told that to all the giants you've slayed?
We offered that to them, and the fire giant's like, no, you're going to have to kill me. And yes, we've offered that to everybody.
Even slavers you give this offer to?
Now those guys were some fuckheads. They deserve to die. They tried to enslave us. Fuck that shit.
Mm. So your issue is that we aren't giving them a choice. What if we were to tell them to leave the town and surrender, and they live? Would you?
Why that good enough? Why you think good enough? You say the whole thing about kill humans, prove point.
I'm just curious. We're fighting no matter what. You made your choice. I'm just digging into your philosophy. It's good to know one's mind of your opponent.
If you tell them to leave, some of these people have lived where they are, like, for generations. That's really not fair to just ask them to leave. Even
so, then you didn't really give people a choice. You asked them to leave their home or stop their ways. Is that really a choice?
We asked them not to enslave goblins and orcs. That is a choice. The choice is stop enslaving our people, or perish.
Or die. Well, many of the humans in these towns, many of these people, have done similar or worse things. We see it the same as you.
The problem is you don't have the same philosophy we do of it's not all humans, just some humans. You would rather blame all humans.
No. The only ones who will die are the ones who will fight. If they run away, we will not chase them.
Men forced to fight for others, just like your kind. These people also kind of sometimes slave to whoever in charge, just like people you do. And you punish them for boss's decision. We at least make offer when we fight. You no fight, you no die.
Well, I guess that's our difference. The humans had decades to stop their wicked ways, and yet they chose to continue on. The blight that they wrought on will be their own doing, their own end. You can greet them at the gates of Forno. We will send many your way after you.
We see. You speak lot game. We see if you couldn't actually stand up at end.
She nods, and unless you guys have any other talking or anything, she'll stay silent and slowly follow you.
Yeah, I have no desire to talk to her from the beginning.
Alright, as you guys approach, you guys can hear the crowds of people that are assembling in the stadium.
Like, how many people? How many tickets did they sell?
Well, you guys are getting closer and closer, and you just hear the crowds. You hear a lot of roars and cheers. There seems to be some sort of something entertaining them until you guys arrive. I guess maybe they didn't know what time you were getting there or something. But...
One last thing I tell you. They're going to be lot people. If what you say true, then you have platform. If you win, you have platform to say what you think and prove your point.
Yeah, as sorry.
If you best me, you tell all them that you only want to kill bad human. Maybe they listen. If they stand down, you spare them.
That's not my call. My only goal here is to embarrass you in front of whatever crowd you've assembled. I heard the message the other day. Very arrogant of you to announce our duel. Sounds like you think you're gonna win. You want to watch?
I think people of city should see what happened in their city.
Well, let's hopefully you don't embarrass yourself in front of all these people.
She won't.
And yeah, you guys are getting closer and closer, and it gets louder and louder until you are at the stadium where it's lit up with flames around. There's just general flames that are just like kind of like surrounding in the inner stands. It's made of stone. It seems like this was like it's some sort of, there must be some sort of fuel keeping it aflame. It's not like magical fire. It's clearly you smell like the gas and stuff. It seems to be like this is some sort of mechanical thing that they have. And the place is packed. There are people filling out the stands. There are like some guards scattered amongst the people. When they see Oz, they kind of, and the Asimar, I guess, because she's with you. They kind of, so when you get there, I guess, is there anything specific you guys are doing? You're kind of just being guided to where you're told to go? Or is there anything you'd want to do?
I think taking a look around to get a sense of
yeah, it's
where
a big,
everything is, who's here.
Yeah, I'll bring you to the map in a second, but I kind of want to just get your thoughts before I bring you there. So it's a big stone building. It looks like it's been repaired recently, or it's been cleaned up a bit, because you were told it was abandoned. So there's been some clear signs of repair and quicken to get things ready. As I said, you see the flames from the inside of the arena flying up and striking once in a while. Around the edges there are these statues of like winged warriors just like around the arena in different like poses. They have like chains coming from their arms connected to some flames in the center of the arena, kind of like it's used as a pseudo support for these like pillars of flame. As I said, the stands are packed. You hear the roars and crowd of the crowd. You see random city guards sprinkled in with them. And as you guys are coming in eye shot, some city guards will kind of approach your group and say, whoever's fighting will need to follow us. The rest of you can go into the stands if you want.
That'd be us.
I will give Oz a big hug and a kiss and say that you've got this. Remember all of your potions and take care of yourself.
I'll
I hope
lightly
I see you soon.
I'll lightly punch
You won't.
Oz in the shoulder and be like, "Do good out there. Bring back Asimar wing. I want to know how it tastes."
I'm gonna lean into Gamax though before I go up. If I fail, you make big money. You make party big champion after this. Kill every giant.
You got it.
Yeah, you guys are ushered into the stands. Oz is brought through a different hallway with this lady, and you guys are behind this like portcullis where you can look out into this arena and hear the crowd. And I'll bring you guys all to the map. The portcullis will, there'll be some announcing that'll be done. Kind of, Henry's in the center. He seems to have.
Wait, is this arena closed in?
Yes.
Okay.
It's pretty cool looking.
The Henry seems to have some sort of magical amplification on his voice as he starts like announcing the 2 warriors that are about to come in. Behind this portcullis, Guinevere stands behind you. She kind of, her wings start to like stretch a little bit. She's behind you and she just says, "You ready to be embarrassed?"
If you do it, it will be as your god divined.
I do not feel sad, and I do not envy you for what a spectacle this will be. And she'll start casting a spell. You can
I will
craft or
start drinking the potion.
All right, yeah. So after 6 seconds or so, you drink a potion. She casts a spell, and she grows in size. She just like gets bigger. She kind of cracks her neck. After the announcements are done, the portcullis tries to slowly raise, and you can kind of walk on out.
So, as I'm walking out, I'll be drinking something else. I try to make sure everything looks like it's being drunk out of liquor containers as much as I can.
Sure.
The bonus edit in here. Sorry, I forgot to make a bonus for heroism.
Before she exits, I don't know if Oz is paying attention, drinking all these things, but she like hesitates for a moment and seems to like close her eyes and stop at the portcullis.
I would even if I saw her, I would assume she's praying.
Yeah, and then she kind of like shakes her head, talks to herself for a bit, and then looks angry, and then walks out.
Yeah. I will become blurry.
Yeah, and after some time of her walking on out here, I mean,
How long does she take?
to walk out?
Yeah.
6 seconds.
Is
Like
that
a
what-
round of
Okay.
walking. And the flames in the center ignite higher, and Henry's booming voice says, "Fight!" And we're gonna roll initiative.
Yep.
You
Ooh,
guys wanna
actually got a good roll. Let's
cast
see what
any
kind of
spells?
let's see what kind of twinked John initiative this character's got.
Nah, it couldn't be. It's not like I like initiative or anything. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Let's see her roll. Ooh.
Still beat me.
Yep.
I assumed as much.
Does the party want to roll initiative? Do you guys want to do anything?
Roll initiative for what?
I don't know if you wanted to throw bombs, cast spells, jump in and fight. I don't know. You guys could do anything.
Just remember, this is potentially sanctioned by Tencel. I'm not sure, but
I mean, I think I have to abide by what we agreed to, which is a one-on-one.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Just asking. She
I mean,
immediately...
if anything, Dot would want to use her bombs like fireworks, like to make a festive air.
Sure.
I think the important thing is it's unlikely John will do his standard cleric response, which is Sanctuary, because that doesn't seem very Tencel to do.
Well, she starts casting a spell immediately. Verbal
That's fine.
only.
Can I try to spellcraft?
Sure. What'd you get? You can identify
Well,
up to... Oh. You can identify up to 4th level spells. Dot, you can get a 1st level spell. Do you really think you should be casting a 1st level spell? Maybe.
You never know.
You never know. Let me see. What level spell is this? Both of you are unsure what magic this is she utters. Da-da-da. When the word is uttered. She disappears before you. Oz, your turn.
Yeah. I will. She cast the spell and then disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think I will casually move to where she was. I'm not going to charge in this particular case. I'll rage and then I'll swing in the area that she was.
All right.
Yeah, that's correct. And yeah, sure.
Swing through the air. No contact made.
Presumed as much.
What else you got?
That's it.
She supposedly does something. Perhaps. Your turn again.
Is it a verbal thing?
No, you guys hear no... Well, it's put loud where you are, but... Oz doesn't hear any verbal... She doesn't say anything. No magic has been cast. Or maybe she's using silent spell. Who knows? You don't hear anything?
We should have thought about her going invisible. What is?
I would not have expected a fighter of Tencel to do this. So I think in anger, Akozira is like, you see, this is what the God of War is about. Cowardice, hiding. This, what God of War is? Be scaredy cat. And then I'll swing, like, almost meaningless, because I'm sure she's not in front of me, but I'll still take a swing in front of me.
Sure. You can give me a perception check to try to
I can't.
sniff her out.
I have a -3 to perception.
Oh.
I cannot get that. Oh, I do. Hold on. I have scent.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. A creature with scent can detect an invisible creature as it would a visible one.
Oh. Really? I thought you'd
Oh,
still
so
make
then
a
you would have
check.
known where she was?
Yeah, well, if she's within range of my scent. That is the key.
What is the range of your
My
scent?
range is very small. My scent range is... I need to look it up under features. But John, it's under the invisibility section under special abilities.
Oh, it says you can detect them as if you could see them?
Yeah.
Really? Let's just quickly read that.
My scent, though, is half the normal range of scent. And scent is normally 13. So I have 15 feet of scent.
Oh yeah, it's under invisibility. A creature with scent ability can detect an invisible creature as it would.
She would know I have scent, so...
True. Yeah,
But-
after the... Okay, so we'll rewind a little bit. First round, she disappears. You lose scent of her.
Okay, so yeah, so I know she's not here.
Or maybe she teleported out of the range of your scent?
Yeah, I'll walk around a little bit. I'll walk around. So there's no scent at all in the area. There's not even like a lingering scent.
I mean, I guess there'd be a lingering scent, but
But it doesn't like go in a direction.
Yeah.
If here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try the survival. That's what I'm getting.
Tracker.
To try to track to see if she went. I have no idea. No idea.
Yeah, you're confident that she is either like at the edge of the arena or has somehow she's not within like the range of your scent.
Okay, then yeah, I make my meaningless swing in the center and yell. I still yell what I yelled.
Roll, it's not meaningless. Maybe you hit her.
If she's not in the square.
Ooh. Maybe she cast,
somehow
no scent custom spell I made just for you. But your swing goes through the air, and at this point, I think out of character and in character, Oz is confident she's not in here.
Oh yeah, I'm mostly swinging for show at this point. Like she's either needs to do something to show that she's not a coward, or she's going to make an ass out of Tencel.
Perhaps.
At least that's how Oz sees it. I should clarify. That's how Oz sees it. I'm trying to play this as Oz.
For sure. But the crowd erupts in anger, as it seems like the one of the combatants has fled, as Oz swings around the arena trying to find her, and she's not around. Anything you guys want to do or declare as I proceed with what happens here? The rabble.
This is so ridiculous.
It's angry. People start shoving each other in the crowds. Guards start to like break people up from fighting. They remind people fighting is illegal at the sanctioned legal fighting event. Do you guys want to do anything? Maybe you guys want to duck out of here as people around you start to like push each other and stuff, and it starts getting like a little crazy. You can hear Henry shouting out, "No refunds! No refunds!" And he's like running out of the arena.
I mean, one of you knows that she cast invisibility, right?
No,
they didn't
neither
detect
of
her
us.
spell.
Oh, okay. Got it.
I was just looking to see if I have anything that might. Yeah, I don't really want to leave just because, you know.
I will concentrate with my headband to
Mm.
try and determine what is.
Ooh,
the
will she attack me again?
Oh, to see if Oz will get attacked again in the next 30 minutes.
You get a
Or not
resounding
again.
no.
She literally
must be
ran.
gone. She's not going to attack you. This was all a farce, I guess. She's gone.
Hey, Henry person, give me
He's
thing to talk.
He's running out. He already ran away.
How he do talky thing?
Can I do a spellcraft to try and identify how he did the talkie thing?
Yeah, it must have been a spell he cast on himself. He didn't have like
Oh.
a wand or anything. Or someone cast it on him. He didn't seem like a very magical gnome, but
Do we see any spellcasters where he was?
no. He was alone in the center of the arena and has subsequently ran off as the crowd starts to just like fight with themselves and guards are just like breaking them up. It's like pure chaos in here right now. Oz
Uh-oh.
flees the battlefield as
Discord
well.
crashed for him.
Oop.
Here he is.
Discord is just like the greatest app of all time. I love the way that, like, specifically, it also crashes my Evernote at the same time. Like, that makes any
Dang.
sense.
Well, Steve, you're now in the DM slot, so what would you like to do from here?
I just
No,
gotta-
you got booted out.
I'm
No,
back on.
now I'm in control again. Ah.
I make her reappear. Right, I should have said that. Damn it.
Yeah, so Katara yells out from the stands that she must have fled in fear of you, or whatever she said. But does the party want to regroup, or are you guys in the crowd gets kind of Like I said,
If
it's
she
very-
got away that quickly, that fast, do you think it's possible that that one of the party members could try to make a knowledge arcana to identify that she's not in the area at all, and at least know that this was likely some sort of teleportation, as opposed to just going invisible?
Sure. You guys had a
Or at least
sense-
surmise that it might be.
Yeah, so you have a base. Hold on. I didn't ask for your check yet. We'll use the same roll. You can combine it with a knowledge religion specifically because this isn't divine, or this is divine magic, not arcane. So you want to specifically know about a clerical spell above 4th level that could do this.
Mm-hmm.
So you can give me a knowledge religion, but I'll consider your knowledge arcana to think of the spell as well. Yeah, with both those checks together, there is indeed a spell you think of called Word of Recall, which would teleport you instantly back to their sanctuary when the word is uttered. Specifically, you know the spell because it's verbal only, and you saw them not make any gestures after they disappeared.
I know I'm asking a lot of rules layering here, John, but can they also then knowledge arcana to see if they know of the spell Trace Teleport?
Trace teleport. Trace teleport. Yeah. With that already 28, you can know about a trace teleport spell and how it works. You immediately become aware of any teleportation effects and begin to end it within the spell's area. And I guess you know the exact origin point of any teleportation effect, and the exact end point. Further, you can detect any lingering trace of teleportation. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, you know about the spell. Doc.
So, is it likely that within an hour they could get somebody to do this?
Yes.
If we
Yeah.
made it very clear, like this is urgent and this could change the tide of the war.
Yeah. If you do that, for sure. You'll get Monkey Boy in
I'll need
here.
to get in touch with the Dijins then.
Yeah, no, will Dijin pop out of their hiding places and settle the crowds down as the city official guards are here, and everyone will start shuffling out, and you guys can join Oz in the center and talk about this teleportation. They'll get that monkey guy here, and I'll stop the fighting music because those guys are gone. And while they're getting him, they also call in the town cleric, who is, if you remember, a goblin, but more importantly, a cleric of Tencel.
Mm-hmm.
The Dijin angrily usher him in, they kind of like push him in, and they say, "What is the meaning of this? Of a fighter of Tencel fleeing or whatever?" Like, everyone is upset about all the time and effort this trap was set, and she just teleports away. And the goblin's kind of looking disheveled, shaking his head, and while you're waiting for the wizard, you guys are talking to this cleric who's here, and he says, "Huh? I don't know what happened. She should have been willing to fight to the death." He'll make
Yeah,
a
it was really
knowledge,
cowardice.
Yeah,
knowledge
she was
religion.
talking mad shit on the way up here.
Yeah,
No,
he-
she embarrassed me like she say she were going to.
It's
you
not
say that.
embarrassing. That's embarrassing to her.
The cleric nods and says, "It make no sense. A cleric, she's a cleric of Tencel. There's no way she would flee. She would fear Tensel's wrath." He kind of murmurs to himself. The Dijin start arguing with themselves in Orin. I guess Jess
I
and
guess
Dot
I can-
yeah,
yeah.
you understand. They're speaking to themselves. You're just hearing them talk about how could this be? The costs. Why would Tencel even grant her that spell today if she was to fight? And some more time thinking on this, the cleric kind of says,
But she was missing the scimitar in her symbol.
The cleric kind of listens to that as well and says, "Oh, well, if she truly is a cleric of Tencel, and Tencel grants spells, and he gave her that spell, he must have wanted her to run. And the only way God of War would make someone run from a fight if it wasn't fair. Maybe something was amiss here. I don't know. I can't explain it."
A fight not fair. She She said she most powerful. She said she's stronger.
Mm-hmm.
I worried I would die.
Mm-hmm. Not sure. He kind of shrugs.
I'm gonna look at I'm gonna look at the officials. Were you going to fix fight? Were you going to stop fight in middle and do something bad?
No, the Dijin kind of say, no, as we did, we're going to do as you agreed, unless you said the word or the phrase, or unless you were dying, we were not going to jump in and do anything. We are relying on you to knock her out or do something. But yeah, after some time, the monkey will kind of hop on in. Oh! You want some teleport tracing done?
Hold on, before you do. You have special drink, right? Special drink for brain?
Oh, yes, I do.
You mix up for him.
All right. I give him some brain juice.
Why, does he need to make a check? Oh, he does.
Yeah.
Caster level check, DC plus the teleportation caster's level. Take a -5 penalty if the effect occurred more than 1 minute ago. Which it has. If you succeed, you gain a glimpse of the teleportation effects and termination point. The glimpse lasts as long as you get a brief look. It doesn't come with any geographic knowledge of location, so it's not sufficient to teleport or similar magic. You can retry the caster level check. You cannot retry the check even if you cast it again. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, he takes a drink. Again, he will need a scroll of this because he hasn't prepared this. And you just give him the +2, or are you high enough for the +5? Is that 9th level? No, so just a +2 on all int-based checks. Is a caster level check an int-based check? I mean, I guess it.
If he's a intelligence caster.
He is indeed. Okay, yeah, it is. True.
He could have been a sorcerer, and then I would have accepted you saying,
No.
Doesn't work.
And what is her caster level? Boom. Okay. Yeah, so you see the monkey start chanting the words. It's a verbal, somatic, and he needs a magnifying lens. Well, he's just casting it from a scroll, so I guess you don't need that stuff. So he's reading the scroll. The scroll crumbles before you all, and his eyes glow a kind of light blue color as he looks into the place where she allegedly teleported. And he goes, oh. And then the eyes lose the color. And he says, I saw the place. It's some magma-filled cavern. What do we do now?
There any way you share picture, you share mind?
With who?
Smart one. And I.
All right, come here.
I'll get closer.
He kind of cracks his knuckles and is about to put his fingers on your temple. Then he looks over to the djinn and says, "Am I getting paid for this?" And they nod. And he says, okay. He starts casting a spell, and he'll share the memory with you. I can describe this better for you. If I can find the map, I can. Yeah, so you see like this small cavern. Well, I say small, but it's probably like 100 feet area, 100 feet by 100 feet-ish area, encased in stone and rock, so probably in a cave or something like that. And the floor, there's like boiling magma. There's some areas that are just like open lava, and then other areas are just like cracks of lava seeping through, but clearly able to be walked upon. And you see her kind of like disheveled, like in the center, just like on the floor, seemingly exhausted, not like dead, but she just like is like seems like wavering and weakened.
Is there is there? Could I do a knowledge geography or something to try to figure out, maybe where this is? Doing.
Sure.
There's not enough. It literally says as part of the spell. It doesn't come with any geographic knowledge location, so it's not sufficient for teleport or similar magic.
Okay.
You can give me a general int check to try and guess where this might be.
Yeah, because there might only be a limited number of places with magma, at least.
I drink my own tears to wine.
Sure. That's without your
Plus
tears
2.
to wine, right? Okay,
Yeah,
so
that's
16.
without it.
That's a pretty good for a base in check. So yeah, you remember you heard about. You remember you were talking about this fire giant, and we had this whole talk about how, well, you didn't get any loot because you didn't kill him in his lair, and you're thinking about, well, where could have his lair been and stuff like that. It must have been nearby, but he was out doing something random when you caught him. So you were talking about, should we jump back to the lair and try to find his lair and ambush him? So you're thinking about all that, and you're probably confident this looks like a fire giant lair. So unless it's some random other cave with magma or whatever, it's either a fire giant lair or it's another place a fire giant really like. So your best guess is yeah.
I think she went to the fire giant's lair.
Hmm.
We never did get to see the lair because we didn't find him out. He was, destroying that other place.
From knowing a little bit about Word of Recall as well, you would know that Word of Recall returns you back to a place you consider a sanctuary.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Maybe she make happy time with fire giant.
Yeah, well, not anymore.
Yeah.
That's why she wanted to fight us so badly.
I'm very confused why she wouldn't fight you. She seems so strong. So cowardly to run away.
We should talk to some bards, get them to sing about the tale of Guinevere the Coward of Tinsel.
Well, out of character, I know what happened.
Well, aren't you special?
Well, no, the poison kicked in early. That's
We don't
why she
know if
was
there
on
was
her
a
knees
poison or
feeling
not.
terrible on the other side. Either that or she's being eaten by Tinsel, by fire from the inside. One of the two.
Wait, you did poison her? I thought we weren't poisoned.
No, we didn't say don't poison. They were going to poison her anyway. The question was, did we want to cut?
I got you. Okay. Well, do we want to track her down, bring her back?
Yes, she owed 200 gold, 200 platinum.
Is there any sort of manacles or something like that we could put on her to keep her from being able to teleport away again?
Yeah, with that in check, you got these fancy cloaks of disrupting teleportation.
You're right! Oh my gosh! I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, if I would have in any way expected her to teleport away, I'd have been like, oh yeah, these are the fighting outfits that we have to wear.
Oh my god. That would have been hilarious.
The look on John's face is he's like, I gotta.
I mean, I guess you may have anticipated. If you did that, I'd be like, there's no way you could anticipate what this is.
Yeah, there's
happening.
no way. There's absolutely no way I would anticipate the cleric of Tinsel running away.
Yeah, if you guys were like, we try to get her to wear the cloak. Well, I mean, I guess you could just always be scared of her running away at some point, but I don't know. I would accuse someone of cheating, but there'd be no way of anyone to know that was happening. So, but anyway,
It's not something we probably would have. I mean, obviously we didn't think to plan for it, and it's not something we could have planned
you
for.
weren't supposed
but
to think about it. That's what I'm saying. It would
Yeah.
surprise me greatly if someone foresaw that.
But
anyway.
I was thinking more because what's to stop her from doing that when we capture her? We're gonna have to transport her back, right?
Yeah, you
So-
give me a knowledge religion check as you're thinking about these things and.
It's still +2 because good.
Sure, yeah, 15 is okay. You have heard of some divine casters, like the gods interfering in pivotal moments. So likely, she probably didn't prepare that spell, right? So it was probably selected for her as, I mentioned this, I guess no one's playing a divine caster, so I didn't remind you guys, but in the other games, I kind of borrowed, there's an actual rule in 2nd edition where the gods, aka the GM, can offer spells to players to give them hints for encounters for the day, basically. So essentially, what you can surmise is that Tencel warned her probably of something happening as a hint and gave her that spell, and perhaps her role is important to deliver this message to ensure the greater war happens. So, I mean, this is what you can surmise from that check, that probably this is all Tencel sanctioned, given that it was already mentioned that she can't even ask for a spell without the god's approval, right? So if he didn't want her to run, probably wouldn't give her that spell.
So I feel like the next steps then are so Trace Teleport gives us like a location on a map where she is. Not enough info to teleport to, but we could scry over the relative area, find a place that we could teleport to and get dropped in a place and maybe find where she is.
Fortunately, I did not take the 2E scrying, so scrying, you had to scry on a person. So you try to scry on her.
Or not scrying, I'm sorry, I meant clairvoyance. That
has a range of like 1,000 feet at max level, maybe, I think.
Right. We don't know. I don't know where exactly this is, so I didn't know if it was within range or not.
No, yeah, because where you guys fought the fire giant.
Oh, is it? Wait, is it feet?
Yeah, it's very limited.
Oh.
Well, not super. It's meant to scout like the next 500 feet or whatever.
Yeah, 400 feet plus 40 feet per level. Okay. I mean, theoretically, we could try to scry on her, but that's probably not going to go very well.
Yeah. So I guess before you are 2 avenues that you can go. You can just say, screw this, and go back to town with Ronald, or you can pursue her and seek her out while she's weakened by this, or supposedly, your theory, that she's poisoned and weakened. At bare minimum, unless you want to, the town would provide you a teleportation to the edges of the mountains that you were climbing to get to the fire giant, so it would save you 2 days. But you'll need at least a few hours to trek up the mountain to where you found the fire giant and then search that surrounding area for this cave.
I feel like we can't just leave her be.
Yeah. Like...
Would Tencel be mad if we chased after her?
I mean, we didn't poison her.
Yeah,
right?
I don't think so. No. You pretty... No check needed. You wouldn't... Gods in general don't give people immortality, right? So, like, they do what they can, so he gave her the spell, well, allegedly. The working theory is he probably gave her the spell to help her, but he like, I mean, because if at that point, why wouldn't he just, like, smite you all and just say, GG, like, it's good, right? So he's not gonna, they work with what they can, right? So they're allowed to give people spells and influence spell choice, so he said, hey, you need this spell. And, so yeah, if you track her down, even after he tried to help her, he's not gonna, like, send his incarnation of himself down to fight you guys to save her. She's not, yeah. This is an inconvenience at most, I guess, if you really want to pursue her. So yeah, you guys can do that, or you can say, who knows what else is in this cave. You were told that the fire giant was tactical, and that cave is probably a tactical advantage for his home. It's probably a reason she made it her sanctuary with that spell, as Steve was mentioning, that Dot would be aware that this is a sanctuary she designated, so she probably feels safe here for some other reason or another. So there's that concern.
Oz's feeling is obviously, I want to track her. I want to kill her. She cannot get away with this.
Ronald said that we should come back when we finished our business here. I feel like dealing with her is definitely part of finishing our business.
Can they teleport us to a place that we know if we shared memory? Like, could they teleport us to where that bridge was?
Sure, yeah. You guys,
because that would save us a little more time.
Yeah, you guys spent enough time there that, yeah, you could share memory with the monkey.
All right, well, I put on my Cloak of Forbiddance before they teleport.
Nice. Is that everyone is on the plan? The party is okay with doing that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm good with it. Gamex.
If that's what everyone else wants to do, sure.
What do you want to do?
How does Gamix feel knowing that they went to all of this trouble to, monetize this fight and set it up, and now, all of that fell through, and that Henry likely is mad at Gamix?
Well, he got money for the tickets. I don't think anyone's getting a refund. So technically, Gamix has owned 30% of whatever he made. So.
Oh.
But if Gamix suddenly teleports away and is gone for a long time, maybe Henry disappears after people looking for a refund soon. So, I mean, I don't know if you're smart enough to think about it, Gamix. I don't know what your int is, but anyone who's thinking about this, if you want your money, you probably need to go get it now before he makes off. He's probably getting out of this town within the next day or so. But that's up to you.
Well, part of why we were wanting to do this was for the money.
But you
It's
all
true.
want to go chase down the
Yeah, but I'm not unwilling to wait for you to get our money.
True. Shouldn't take you too long. You just gotta go find him, shake him down, tell him to give you what you're owed. Maybe an hour or two at most.
Let's do that first.
Yeah.
All right. So, what do you tell the Djinn all looking at you and the monkey ready to teleport you? Or
That we
Well,
need
isn't
to
the
make-
monkey the person with our money? Oh no, Henry's the gnome.
yeah, dealing with a lot of races here. You got a monkey guy. You got some Djinn. You got a gnome.
I mean, we just need to make some preparations before we're ready to.
Sure. Give me a bluff check. Or you guys, whoever's telling the story can give me a bluff or diplomacy to convince them of your choice of action.
Well, I feel like, Whitney, I know you're preparing to roll it, but I don't think you can, because you don't know anything about this, right?
Oh, that's right. Well, yeah.
Well,
so,
I mean, if
how does this come up? What do you guys say to, like, because, okay, so Oz starts saying, like, we need to go after them, blah, blah. Guitar's like, yeah, we need to do that. Gamix kind of looks at Dot, and maybe Oz, like, oh, I want my money. So what does Gamix say? Like, maybe you need some time to prepare.
Actually, if that happens, Oz might say, wait, the gift.
Yes, the gift.
The monkey looks at you all confused. What
Still got a
gift?
+2.
the gift is not important for enough for us to wait. Like,
No, it's time sensitive.
It is. And is big, important gift.
but it's just a gift.
It big enough it could change tide of war.
The
What kind of
Djinn.
gift is this?
The Djinn interrupts. If this could help change the tide of the war, get this. What is this gift? Whatever. Let's not lose time.
Max just needs to go get. We made deal. Only take a few minutes, I think.
All right. They look over at the monkey, and they say, "Just give them a moment. They'll be back soon. Just prepare your teleport for them." All right, go.
All
Just
right,
crack
let's
my
hurry.
knuckles and race off.
Yeah, you can all go with Gamix, or Gamix can go alone, whatever you guys want.
I'll wait here as collateral.
That's collateral.
I mean, I'm not going with.
All right, so Dot and Gamix, the amazing duo.
Yeah.
This will just be like that time you guys burned a whole village alive. That would be amazing. You guys rush, or I guess Gamix is the only one who knows where this is, so you follow Gamix to, or I guess Oz knows but hasn't been there. I can't remember if you've been there. Anyway, Gamix shows you to the underground fighting ring area. When you get close to it, you see the doors like left ajar. Clearly no guards here today. What do you do?
I will shove my way through the door.
And you shove your way in. Immediately you hear echoes of shouting. You can recognize Henry's voice. He's shouting something like, hurry up! Hurry up! Get them! Back it up! Back it up! And you both can... Well, what do you do? I don't want to guide your characters too much.
I will get to, like, the doorway of the next room, and I will shout for Henry.
All right, yeah, you get to the next door, and you can hear there's, like, a bustling of a bunch of people. And Dot, what are you doing? You just following along?
Yeah, I'm following, but I will say that Dot has a bomb in her hands, just kind of,
Yeah.
holding
She
it,
doesn't-
just not.
Ready?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And the shuffling stops, and when they hear a loud call for Henry, the people stop, freeze for a moment. I guess you're not looking in yet, but you just hear the sound stop, and then he says, "You keep going. I'll deal with this. I'll deal with this." And the shuffling starts up again. He comes to the door, cracks it open a bit, looks out, sees you, and then he kind of pokes himself in, but then closes the door behind him. And he says, "Well, what are you doing here?"
What do you think I'm doing here?
Oh, right. You want your cut, eh? Did you know this was gonna happen? You plan on ripping
No.
off the whole city?
No, in fact, we're gonna go. We're gonna go make her pay for it.
Oh, God. Well, I'm getting out of here before everyone comes looking for me for their refund, so here you go. Let me do some calculations. We agreed 30%, right?
Yes.
No.
Oh, but I don't know this. Forget it. I'm just over here holding my bomb.
Yeah. He pulls out this. I guess he's like, okay, wait here a minute. I gotta get the chest full of money. And he'll walk back in. You'll hear some rummaging. And he'll come back out like pulling this heavy chest, and he kind of slides it to you. Says, "Here, where should we square, right?"
I'll open the chest and look.
Yeah, it's just like filled with platinum. I don't know how much. If you want to sit here and start counting it.
Well, I also don't know what the total is to make sure it's the correct
True.
percentage.
He didn't tell you
so
numbers unless you ask.
we'll just shovel it into a bag. It's fine. We don't
Alright.
have time for this, apparently.
I'll just add a note to your sheet about how much it is, and you can share that with the party if you want, or do whatever you want with that. Gammox, you put it on your stuff, right?
Yeah.
What do you got on your sheet? You got a... oh, you don't have a backpack. Where are you putting all this coin? We'll just give you... let's just say you had
I
something.
have a handy haversack. I don't know.
Well, I don't know if Gammox wants you to hold his stuff, but I'll just say you have like a sack or something.
Well, you could she could give Gamax the haversack.
Yeah.
Oh, true. Whatever.
But I mean, we are a team, so it's up to Gamax.
Yeah, whatever. I'm just giving you a sack, and I'm putting inside of it the money, and you can decide what you want to do with that.
Sack o' money.
There you go. You fill it up in this sack, and you immediately go to medium load. It's a little heavy for
Jeez.
you.
I was basically at max light load, so.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, you shovel it into your sack. He just didn't wait for you to acknowledge anything. He's back in the room with the door closed. It's supposedly not locked, but you can go back in there and demand more or do something else if you want, but you have your payment for now.
Yeah, I don't really care. I'll just go.
Alright. Dot, do you say anything, or you just... Alright, all good. Put the bomb back.
Yeah.
You guys are going back.
Yep. Pretty much.
I'll, like, pause as we, like, start walking and be like, what are we gonna do about the whole supposed to have a gift thing?
It's in the bag.
Yeah.
In the bag.
How long is it gonna be in the bag until we have to explain that?
Well, we don't have to explain anything to our benefactors. We'll just, tell them it's in the bag and that hopefully this will help us. And I'm sure we can mention it to Katara later. She probably will be not happy, but whatever. Better to ask forgiveness than seek permission, right?
Well, I hate that my name was involved in this already. And I'll keep walking.
Yeah, you sling the bag over your shoulder and you guys head out of here. The whole thing, walking here and walking back, maybe 15, 20 minutes. You're back at the arena, quicker than expected. They see you coming. The monkey gets ready to cast teleport whenever you guys are ready.
Yep.
Everyone sees you coming back with the sack. They just say, "Oh, did you get it? Did you get it?" And you say, "Yeah."
Yeah, transfer the sack to me. I'll put it in the bag of holding if you're fine with that. Or not the bag of... yeah, the bag of holding.
Yeah.
On your sheet, you can push the little gift thing. There's like a little present icon next to the sack.
Yeah, now I'm gonna find you.
Yeah? Yeah, you do.
Because you can literally gift it to like anything apparently or something.
Yeah, send it to other parties. So
Send it
much
to
for
this
your...
thing that I cannot pronounce.
All of a sudden, my cat folk just gets a huge thing of money.
Yeah.
Teleport object. But yeah, you guys can do that or whatever off the side. Katara, you see them pass the sack of something over to Oz. She puts it in her bag, holding bag within the bag, and then the monkey says, "All right, all ready to go."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's
All
go
right.
kick some ass.
He will cast teleport and transport you to that vine bridge, which is now no more flames. Everything's put out. The buildings are now like piles of ash and crumbled and stuff. The monkey kind of looks around and says, "This is a very nice place. Look, some Tengu. All right, good luck." And he'll cast teleport back to town.
It's a bit of a fixer-upper.
Did he say Tengu? What a Tengu? Is that like a sauce?
Sounds like it. I don't know. Do I know what a Tengu
Some
is?
spicy Tengu sauce?
Yeah, I think it... Well, let me look at their subtype. I guess its subtype should be humanoid, right? So I guess it's just knowledge local.
It's humanoid, yeah.
Still a +2.
Yeah. Oh, I think a base is 10. I don't even know what the DC is to know a basic race.
It says common base DC 15. I don't know if that's...
Oh. Well, it's based on their CR. A level 1 Tengu is, like, pretty easy to know, right? But I think base is 10 anyway. Or if it's a common thing, it's 5 plus CR. If it's like just a general thing, 10 plus CR. Uncommon, 15 plus CR, I think. So yeah, getting a 9, you're not quite sure. You probably heard of these, like, I mean, he pointed to the statues, so you can put 2 and 2 together, but you just like, you don't know much about them, but you can assume he meant those statues are Tengu.
All right. Well, I suppose we should head on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
You guys start searching for this cave. Well, do you have any methods to your madness, or do you want to just give me a flat survival check to try and track where these giants or the fire giant came from? It's been a few days since they probably made tracks.
A question, John.
Hmm.
With as late as it is, how well prepared on this are you?
To do what? To like fight her?
No, to even get to the point. Do you like have an idea for what it takes to find our way there?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just checking. I didn't know if the loading times are gonna make it so we couldn't get to like the opening of the cave or whatever.
No, yeah, you can definitely get, well, depending on what your method to your madness is.
Well, I do have ranks in survival. But it's not a high bonus. But I'll make a survival at my +1 total.
Yeah, so, yeah, you made the check, but what are you guys doing? Like, you're just trying to do tracks, or are you trying to have any ideas or thoughts of how to search? Or are you just trying to find their footprints?
So, we know a giant would have had to have come from one of these directions.
Mm-hmm.
Though it is all stone, is there any sort of greenery or...
Yeah, where you are is greenery. Their actual cave is stone. But yeah, you're on this like vine bridge. There is like some grasses and stuff, and you can definitely try to find tracks.
Yeah, so the first thing I'd be looking for though is it feels like there would be a much larger zone of damage being done by a fire giant moving through a region than by some like standard sized creatures moving through a region.
Yeah.
So that would be the first thing I'm looking for is like signs of where a giant would have come through this area.
Anyone else have any ideas as Oz is examining the area, trying to...
I was going to look for burned things because I figure, Fire Giant might have, burned things on the way.
Yeah, these are all great ideas, but they're kind of baked into the mechanics. So I'm really looking for any big picture different things. So like if you're like, okay, we know it's a cave, so we're gonna only look for anything near like the mountainous, like the inside the mountain kind of area, or I don't know. I'm just trying to get some, because yeah, like they get the giant creatures, or they get a minus to the DC to track them because they're big and they make. That's kind of in the. It's a fire giant and made.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
With Katara's check, can we see any sort of volcano or like smoke or something that presents
Or
us with a
smell
large
any.
amount of heat in the distance?
That's what I'm looking for. So yes, with some clever thinking and the survival check, you do see like some very trace amounts of their movement through some of the immediate area. But as the party, I don't know if Oz was smart enough to think of that, but the party collectively thinks of looking for these magma traces. So any smoke or active volcanoes in the area kind of thing. And how would you get a good aerial view of this area? Is there any? Can anyone fly? Can anyone do anything like that?
I can
Can
only
we
fly
still
one
fly?
time for a minute
Hmm.
or for a couple of minutes.
Is that worth it to use it for this?
Not if we end up having to chase her and she flies.
Gotta just throw that cloak on her right away.
Could
Well, I
we
guess that
climb
would prevent her from flying.
Could we climb a tree though to kind of, get a better bird's eye view?
The trees wouldn't be tall enough to give you that, but they would be better. I'm just trying to see if you had any clever ways to get a very good aerial view. If not, we'll just work with what you got.
I don't think we do.
Okay, so yeah, you send your best tree climber to go climb a tree to just try to get a view to see if you can see any smoke plumes or anything like that. And let me see if you can see anything. Yes. Indeed, you can see to the northeast of you, there is some smoke coming from some mountaintop. Clearly some sort of, either something's big on fire up there, or it's an active volcano, or some source of what you perhaps are looking for. It's hard to judge distance just by looking off this tree and looking in the distance, but it looks like it's probably at least 4 or 5 miles away.
Okay.
All right. So I guess what we can do then is we can, sort of head in the way of the tree, from where we saw the tree, and periodically, we might need to like climb a tree to make sure we're still headed the right
All
way.
in the right direction.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That makes sense. Yeah, I was trying to think if there's anything I could use my headband for at this point, but I'm not sure that there really is.
No, I can't think of anything. But between Oz's survival and your perceptions that you guys can collectively contribute, you can easily make your way to this smoky mountain, which you presume is some sort of volcano. And indeed, there is, after an hour or so of travel, there is indeed an opening at the bottom of this base of this volcano. Do you guys want to head in? Or is there anything you want to do before you just walk on in?
I think that
Yeah.
I would probably want to stealth around and just kind of, see what the lay of the land is, see if there's, anyone else there besides the Asimar, as well as be very, try looking and make sure there's not, traps that we might, trip or anything like that?
Sure. Did you want to take your time and give me a take 20, or did you want to just give me a check to make haste?
I'd like to take 20 on this.
Sure. Anyone wanting to take 20 can do so. I don't know who your highest one is.
Is that disable device? Or
Perception, to look for
perception?
traps.
Okay.
Yeah. And check things out. Ooh, nice. 30. Yes. With that check, you can definitely tell the mouth of this cave is indeed trapped. The manner of the trap is... I always have to double check this. 'Cause I think you can still sense magical traps with perception, but... Yeah. You can definitely see some sort of magical trap on this cave entrance. The manner of which you are not too sure of, though, I guess. You just know.
Real quick. I'm looking up something real fast.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. I do have perhaps a spell that would allow me to see what kind of magical trap it is, but I know that the downside to that is that if anyone's around, they'll hear me casting a spell. But so far I don't see anybody around on the outside.
No, you don't see anyone out here.
Okay.
That would be helpful to know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use an extract of identify.
Does that identify functions that detect magic? The spell does not let you. It functions as detect magic. I guess. It sounds like the point of this is to identify items, but whatever. Let's say it works. You identify the trap. And I'm not going to say you can tell what trap this is, but you can get some information from this. So you cast this identify spell, and there are these 2 gems on either corner of the cave that was previously... You didn't really notice them, whether or not they were concealed by magic or something. But you can tell that it is giving off conjuration magic from each of these gems. And you can just tell the manner of the trap are these gems. Like, it's just like, they're like both on an angle at the upper corners of the cave pointing down to the entrance. So you can just tell, like, walking into the cave would trigger these gemstones. I guess you can give me a knowledge arcana or a spellcraft to try and figure out, like, what to do about this or what this could mean. That's pretty good. 21.
Will I be able to make a check?
Sure, yeah. Dot can point these gems out and describe what she's seeing, and you can try to make a check to help figure it out. Oh, natural 1. But the 21's still pretty good. So you don't know the exact manner of the trap or what this could be, but you're pretty confident that any trap or spell involving some sort of implement or gem like that damaging it or disrupting it will usually trigger it or cause it to malfunction and disrupt the trap, basically. So maybe someone who has like a ranged ability or something could destroy the gems, or maybe just smashing them and staying outside the cave somehow, positioning yourself so you're not like at the mouth of the cave, but you like smash them somehow.
Throw bombs at him.
Yeah, perhaps. As there's some way to disrupt the setup, is what you're kind of gathering from your checks to try and get rid of
Would
this.
I be able to? Was there any sort of like element associated? Like, I mean, I guess I could pretty much assume that it might have to do with fire, since this is supposed to be a fire giant lair.
Sorry, element associated with what?
With the gems, like,
Oh, they are ruby in colored, so they're red. But I mean, they're just gems.
okay,
There's no like element or something to them that is noticeable or obvious anyway. They just look like average, not average. They look expensive. You can give me an appraise check to get the value of them, but they look like they're pretty big gemstones that are just like poking out. Ooh, yeah, that's pretty good. They look like they are worth 10,000 GP each. You guess. Do you really want to break them?
Well, I think that maybe throwing frost bombs at them might be.
Hmm.
You don't want to try to just extract them safely so you can get 20,000 gold right here, right now?
I could.
I want to address them quickly.
I mean, I do have ranks in disable device. The one thing I am concerned about with bombs is either.
Sorry, just to cut you off a little bit. You would know, unless you have the trap finding class feature, you just can't disable magical traps.
Okay.
So you can disable any other regular mundane ones, but not magical. No matter how good your disable device is.
Yeah, then I probably would. I mean, I think that's probably Dot's solution for a lot of things. Just throw bombs at it.
Yeah, but we don't have a full party here to make that choice anyway, what you want to do. So we're running on almost closing time anyway. So why don't we cut it off here at the mouth of the cave, figuring out what to do with this trap. Let me just give you guys experience for the session. Combat, begin, end. Let me give you some bonus experience for a nice session. Well played. And any final comments before we end the session?
I want to get this girl.
Yeah.
Excellent.
It's annoying.
Alright, so we'll pick up next time where you guys will probably fight her, and if you win, you'll probably go back to Ronald and learn about the last few giants you need to take care of. Other than that, GG's, good session, and we'll pick it up next time. Good night.
Sounds good.